twisting. Thank God we get to do part 2 of this Raw recap and review, May 25th from Columbus, Ohio. But you would have known that already if you would have clicked part 1. Did you click part 1? Have you seen part 1? You haven't? What you doing here, man? Go click up there, man. I'm gonna be positive today. Go click up there. If you have, welcome back, man. My fault for treating you like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't like to click part 1, so I gotta do that sometimes, you know. But welcome back. You know, Roman had to talk with Adam Pearce in the back, but now we get into some more talking because L.A. Knight, yeah, doing the promo. He gets out. He says, "Let me talk to you." You know, everybody get hyped. He says, you know, he ain't been there since after WrestleMania. You know, he was dealing with the Usos and everything, you know, but it's feeling a little weird right now. But he wants to announce that he's going to be entering into the King of the Ring. But he says, you know, it might be a little weird, you know, because when he won that King of the Ring, he going straight for Roman. But he cool with the Usos now. And he don't really know how that's going to be dealing with them because they now cool again with Roman. At least Jimmy Uso popping out. And he says, you know, LA, man, I respect you, dog. You know, but you don't got to worry about nothing dealing with the bloodline and everything. And LA said, you know what? Me and you teamed up at WrestleMania, man, because the Vision was going crazy. And the way I see it, y'all acting like the Vision, that don't really sit right with me, man. I don't really like all that. But Jimmy says, you know what? I get it. I get you not feeling a type of way, you know. Years ago when we did it last time, we was cooking everybody. Everybody was getting cooked, but it's different now, man. It's fair fights for everybody, man. I hope you win, and I hope you get to fight Roman. It's gonna be a fair fight. And LA says, you know, it's funny you say fair, man, but let me be honest. Are you really being honest about that, man? Because Roman's never done anything by himself. It's never fought fair, you know. And he says, like from last time, you know, you say it's different, but like, you're just ended up being Roman Reigns' errand boy again, and I don't want to see that. You could do way better for that. And Jimmy says, man, anybody trying to hear all that, man. He says, you lucky my brother not out here, man, because we wouldn't be talking right now. And LA says, you know what, and that's the problem. You said it's not like last time, but y'all would be wanting to fight me if y'all would be wanting to fight me if he was here. Y'all would have treated me like Jacob Fatu. You would have fought me, and then Jay would have fought me, and then even Roman Reigns would have popped out and wanted to fight me. And Jimmy said, bro, this has nothing to do with Jacob Fatu. That is family business. This has nothing to do with that. But he says, if you want business with us, the family can make you a part of the family business. And LA had a fire line. He says, if family business becomes my business, then y'all gonna be going out of business. Yeah. He heads out, so it's looking like LA is going to be beefing with the bloodline for real, because he's not going out like that. Then we get another segment with Adam Pearce talking to Rey Mysterio. They're talking about him being general manager, and Ethan Page walks up mad because you say, y'all just going to give Javon Evans a match tonight, and you going to let Ray jump the line and get a match, and without giving me a rematch? Adam Pearce is like, rematches are earned, dude, you know, and I'm not even like giving him matches. Oh, so you just giving out matches? And Rusev walks up. He says, what's going on? He said, Ethan Page, he lying, gonna say, Adam Pearce is gonna let Ray jump the line over you. He said, you gonna let him jump the line over me? That's what we doing? He said, I'm not saying it. And Ray says, you know what? I gotta fight Rusev for the IC belt. Let's get to him, man. Let's go. And Pearce says, okay. Y'all gonna be fighting tonight. And now it's time to burn it down. Because Seth Rollins pops out right after that. Versus Montez Ford. Pearce got the contract going. They finna have a match tonight. They singing Seth's song. They go, and Seth said, you hear that? You hear that? You hear that? Big tie out from them. They walking all around the ring holding each other. Ref break them up. Seth big push. Ted said, big push back right there. Then that leads to an Irish whip from Seth. They go back and forth, jump, slide down. Big shoulder tackle by Seth. He say, he's still in Montez emote. That leads to now Tez doing the Irish whip. They go back and forth. Big shoulder tackle by Tez. He go, let me show you how to do it right. Then Seth say, then thump on him in the face. And then Tez said, let me thump back then. Seth said, okay. Takedown, punches, getting down on that man. Then Seth ends up hitting him with a big boot. That leads to Montez going to the outside. And then that leads to Seth then going for the suicide dive onto him. And he tries to get back into the ring to do another one, but Montez gets into the ring and then clotheslines him to the outside. Now Tez says, now it's my turn for the suicide dive. suicide dive onto him. Then they get into the ring. They Irish whip back and forth, and they leads to a double crossbody, double down from them, and we get to a commercial break from that. Back from the commercial break, they hitting each other with dueling strikes, punch, chop, punch, kick, leading to a Seth Rollins rolling forearm, but right into a clothesline by Montez. Then hit him with an enziguri, and then he grabs him and then throws him over the apron. They get back into the ring though, from the top rope. Montez from the jump, but Seth gets up there, hits him with a superplex into the Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, kick out from Montez. Seth trying to get the match over with. He tried to go for the pedigree, but Montez reverses that into a pinning combo, into a Seth pinning combo, into a Tez pinning combo. Seth pinning combo. A lot of back and forth between these guys. It's a Seth then getting kicked by Montez, super kick. But then another super kick by Seth into Montez getting the advantage. He tries to do the KOD, which is his wife's finishing move, Bianca Belair. But that gets reversed by Seth into a pedigree. 1, 2, kick out for Montez. And now Seth trying to monologue. He's saying, man, we ain't have to do this, man. We could have been working together, man. Get up, man. We don't need to do that. Montez ain't hearing that. He smacked the taste out that man's mouth. Seth say, okay, let me pick you up. Buckle bomb. Buckle bomb. To another, but this time Montez does a hurricanrana the outside of the ring on Seth. Seth is now near the turnbuckle. Montez, it's time for it. Tope con hilo, swanton bomb basically over the top rope to the outside. Gets him back into the ring. Hits him with the frog splash like RVD. 1, 2, kick out from Seth. He got resiliency. And that man Tez hit him with another super kick. And he said it's time to get the big moves in. Big 450 splash, but it misses by Tez. He's down and out. Seth hits that man with the stomp. Barely put his arm on him. 1, 2, 3. Big dub from Seth Rollins. Them boys went back and forth, went crazy. I get that match a 4.25 stars. It was a really good match. It started off really slow between them. If it would have been like super, I feel like the chemistry got better as the match went, but it was a little shaky in the beginning. If it would have been like complete chemistry, like the Penta Javon match, I probably would put it like in a 4.5, 5-star range. But after the match happens, Austin Theory is hitting Angelo Dawkins with a chair from Gorilla to the outside, hit it in the back, and then hits it with another headshot, bam, concerto style, like Edge and Christian on the steel grate near the stage. And then that leads to a commercial break afterwards. We get back from the commercial break. Montez is talking to Anna Pierce like, man, what's going on? What's happening? Pierce is like, we got it. Medical is still dealing with him. We don't know yet. And Seth walks and says, man, what happened, man? Is he good? And at least Montez saying, you know what? Montez tells Seth he was right, and that, we don't need to be buddy, but this vision thing got to stop. It got to end. And Angelo Dawkins needs us. So we need to work together. And at least him going to the room to see Dawkins. Then Seth ends up telling Pierce, hey, man, we got to end this for good. Give me Braun Breaker. Pierce says, I'm going to go talk to Heyman. Then we get an interview segment with Kathy Kelly with Becky Lynch. And they're talking about how they have the match at Clash of Italy with Sol Ruca. But she mentions how Sol Ruca is injured. And Becky says, you know what? Usually injuries are things that can make you big. And sometimes it's a wake-up call that you don't really belong here. That you're not really good enough to be here. And she says that Sol Ruca hasn't had a clean victory here since being here. And that Becky is going to be holding the butt forever. And she says, welcome to the big time. Then we get Rey Mysterio back, and he got the pants on. Got the pants, and I ain't gonna lie, this is old Rey Mysterio back in form. Like, it's crazy. Versus Rusev. Let me get into it. It's versus Rusev, but once I saw the pants back, I said, yeah, Unk's finna go crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, Unk went crazy in this match. We get into the match. They first have a little face-off. They have a little standoff, making fun, like, how Ray has to look up and everything. Big tie-up, but Ray instantly get thrown down to the ground. But Ray says, I ain't going out like that. He turns into a waist lock, smacks him in the back of the head. That leads to him trying to chase Ray inside the ring. But Ray hits the little 619 to lay him to the outside. That leads to Rusev set on the outside. He running back into the ring, but Ray hit him with the big smack to him. He run outside the ring, run back into the ring. And then tries to hit him with a hurricanrana on a rope to the 619 level. He go for the 619, but big elbow by Rusev. He not going out like that. Rusev pick him up, suplex, pick him up, hit him with an uppy, and then he tries to throw him into the apron. On the apron, Rusev tries to do a slam on him, but Rey reverses out of it. He gets down, kicks him down on the apron. Then it leads to Rey hitting the suicide sunset flip, throw him into the barricade, fire. I said, when is Rey cooking like this again? Like this is by the way. Then it leads to Rey going into the apron, then trying to hit a hurricanrana on him, but he get caught by Rusev. Rusev say, baseball swinging that man into the barricade, and that's how we get to the commercial break. Is back, y'all. We get back for the commercial break with Rusev Irish whipping him into the corner, but then Rey gets to the top rope. It turns that to a senton, and then turn that to a hurricanrana, and then he gets him to the corner, hits him with the 10 punches right there, back and forth, and then Rusev catches him down, pulls him down, but Rey hurricanranas him down, and then hits him with a sitting senton right there. And then Rey said, hold on, let me bring it real back. He said springboard moonsault like he Chris Jericho. I said, I ain't seen Rey do that in years. Them stem cells must be cooking, Rey. I ain't gonna lie. Then he went for another springboard, but he got caught by Rusev this time. But he said, let me turn it into a bulldog. I said, this man, Rey, gone. Rey then tries to go for the springboard cross body, but this time it gets caught by him. He said, let me flip it around to a slam right down on the ground. Then he hits him with the Machka kick, which is basically a super kick. 1, 2, kick out from Rey, though. He not going out like that. He's a legend. Rusev then tries to throw Rey to the outside, but Rey reverses that by hitting the 619 to the stomach of him. Then he hurricanrana him to the rope. Then he tried to go for the 619 again. He hit it, but he gets caught by Rusev, and he slams him down. He tries to go for the accolade, which is a camel clutch submission, but Rey reverses that and turns into a roll up. 1, 2, 3, big dub for Rey. I'm giving that match 4.5 stars. Match of 4.5 stars because I saw OG Rey in that match, man. He was going he jumping, he going crazy, he fast, it's wild. Shout out to Rey, and he brought the pants back with no singlet, and he's kind of swole too with the pants. If you know, you know. But then Rusev attacks him after the match. He's a sore loser. So Dragon Lee, his homie, pop out. He trying to save Rey. But Ethan Page, who I forgot to mention, was there as well doing commentary. He tried to get into the ring to stop Dragon Lee, but Dragon Lee hurricanrana Ethan Page into Rusev. Then he ended up getting him to the outside, hit that man with a tope con hilo. Rusev on the inside of the ring gets hit by a 619 by Rey. Then Dragon Lee get back into the ring, hit that man with the Operation Dragon. And then Rey and Dragon Lee in the ring aura farming on Ethan Page and Rusev. Even though that was the last match, that was not the main event because Roman Reigns is here. And we must talk. We get the tribal combat contract signing, but Jacob Fatu is the first one to pop out. They get to a commercial break. They get back into the ring. Adam Pearce says, man, we just need 2 signatures, bro. Fatu, he signed it. Then he instantly start throwing chairs to the outside near security, throwing tables on the outside of security. Security ain't getting the ring. They finna fight back and forth, but Roman Reigns pop out. Big ass pyro. Pyro going crazy. He getting into the ring. He signed the contract. And everybody's saying happy birthday because this is Roman Reigns' birthday, by the way. He working on his birthday. Shout out to him, man. And then they go into Tribal Chief. They acknowledge everything on Roman Reigns. And he says, leave us. And Pierce like, you sure, dog? Can he leave? He said, he said, bro, he signed Tribal Combat. He can't touch me to Italy. It's a blood oath. So they leave the ring. He goes, Columbus, Ohio. Acknowledge me. He said, they acknowledging him. And he says, Fatu, you hear that? That could have been you, man. It could have been so easy, man. That's all you had to do. And Fatu says, you wanted me to be like everybody else? Hell no, man. He said, you know what, but I will give you props, though. Without you, the bloodline wouldn't be where it's at. We wouldn't be at the top of wrestling right now, But he says, it's time for a change out here, man. And he says, you like to talk about codes and ethics of the bloodline and everything, but didn't you cheat and break the rules in order to beat me in that match? He said, but I get it, though. You want to do everything in your power to win. And I'm like that, too. And he says, at Clash of Italy, I'm a dog walk your ass. And and everybody's gonna realize it's consequences with everything. Roman says consequences. You want to talk about consequences? He says, "Hey, I'm a man of my word. If you beat me, I will acknowledge you. I will be under you. But if I beat you, I'm gonna domesticate you. If I dog walk your ass, I'm gonna domesticate you." He says, "I'm gonna have you right on my side, and eventually, you're gonna learn to love your tribal chief." And Fatu said, "You know what? It's a win-win for me, man." He said, "Hey, either way, I'm still gonna have a job." But he says, if you lose, everyone's gonna have to learn to acknowledge me. They shake hands to make it official, and that is the end. Let's get the little predictions in. I think Roman is gonna win. I think Roman's gonna win, and Fatu is gonna be like one of the craziest second-hand men you ever have in the Bloodline saga. The real question is, who's going to end it all? Who's going to end the bloodline? Only time can tell. But that's going to be the end of this Raw recap and review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy W2K26 content as well, I do that on the channel as well. We just finished the CM Punk showcase. And yeah, I'm Twist. Jesus loves you. And remember, guys, always keep God first. I'm out.